Hi, everyone. I'm Nancy.
And I'm Stephanie.
And if you enjoy our show, please like and subscribe.
And hit that notification bell.
We're also on Instagram at TWiN, and you can also find us on X. So obviously we are here to talk about the Charity Commission's findings on the Sentabali scandal and everything that's going on. Prince Harry had to come out with a statement.
He broke his silence.
Like I said, he will break his silence when it comes to fighting with his uncle and whether or not he was a bully.
Yes.
To a Black woman. But he will not come out on anything else.
No African parks.
Nothing to do with African parks. Nothing to do with where the duck family is. We have no idea.
Where are the ducks?
Where are the ducks? We have none. But before we get to this story, we want to get this birthday crap out of the way. Stephanie's like, I do not want to talk about this woman's birthday anymore.
No.
She has been turning 44 for 5 years, it feels like.
I know.
Okay, so we all knew that Meghan was going to do something for her birthday, because I was like, there's no way she's not going to post something for her birthday.
And money will be changing hands. We just knew that.
We knew it. Something was going to happen.
Yeah.
So last night she puts this up on her official Meghan Instagram page. She has not posted anything since the 4th of July. So to the Sussex squad, this is a really big deal. Now, it looks to me that she's wearing that Valentino mini that she wore to the global vax thing.
Because you have to wear winter white in the summer. That's what people do. They wear winter white.
So weird. I'm sorry. That's so creepy.
August.
Yeah. I'm not 100% sure that's the dress, but it sure does look like the dress. So she's wearing the Valentino dress and she's at Funky. Now, how do we know it's funky? Because the Kardashians
just did this.
Merched this last year. But before we get to the Kardashians merching it, let's get to Meghan's greeting to herself. She wrote this to herself. Blowing out the candles on a beautiful 24 hours and thanking my husband, friends, and family for making it so special.
What family members were there? You don't even have, you cut ties with everyone.
Yeah, we didn't see any family. To those of you I don't know, but who send love every day, thank you so much. Now, she's referring to the Sussex squad, who are absolute, disgusting, vile monsters.
Yes.
And that has been proven. Please know I feel it and I appreciate it.
Oh, that's nice. When you bully Princess Catherine, I feel it.
Yes, it's so nice. Now, this is
the most unnecessary part.
This is how we know she obviously needed to make some money.
Oh, God,
and she was saving up for her birthday, okay? And just to get a little foodie on you, this dinner last night was at Funky LA.
That's in Beverly Hills.
With the culinary mastery of Evan Funky. He's the chef. And his team is in the top 5 meals of my life. Extraordinary. Thank you for the standout dining experience. Okay. Meghan is merching Funky LA. Funky LA did not mention this on their Instagram page.
Not yet.
As far as I know.
Yeah.
As far as I know. Okay.
Well, they paid her to do it and they comped her meal. So what more do they want? What does she want? Blood?
Exactly. The reason we know that Meghan was merching this is because Kardashian spent her 43rd birthday. She's been celebrating her 43rd birthday for like 10 years.
Yeah.
It's been a while. After the whole Balenciaga scandal, this is after it all happened. After kids were put in a really, guys, you've heard about it. We've talked about it on this channel.
Not good.
Not good. Kim decides to wear a $4,200 Balenciaga bikini gown to her birthday party at Funky in Beverly Hills. So she's merching the restaurant
And Balenciaga.
and Balenciaga. To mark the milestone, the Skims founder hosted a celebrity-filled party last Friday at Funky Restaurant in Beverly Hills. All Meghan could do was put it on her lame-ass Instagram page.
She's getting there. Meghan's trying to get there, though. You could tell she's trying. She's following the pattern of the Kardashians.
You don't understand, Stephanie. If the Kardashians merged a restaurant last year,
Yeah.
that restaurant is no longer relevant.
It's not merchable.
It's not relevant.
No.
They are scraping the bottom of the barrel. Okay.
She needed a
Nobody's
free dinner, dude.
Nobody's going to Funky anymore. They just aren't. So this, of course, is Backgrid being called for the pap shots of Kim and her guests. There's Chloe.
Jeez, Chloe, how much bronzer do you need? Okay, could you imagine at the end of the night taking off that white dress and there's just bronzer all over it? You just ruined the dress. What's the point?
I don't think she cares. I mean,
Wow.
she's just going for it.
Go for that bronzer.
This is how they showed up. And again, this is last year. So like I said, anytime the Kardashians promote, remember Nobu they ruined Stanley's, which was our favorite restaurant.
We lived on the same block as Stanley's.
We lived right there on
They
Matilda.
ruined it.
They killed it.
Ugh.
So anytime the Kardashians go somewhere, it takes about a year for them to kill the restaurant.
Yes.
So the fact that Meghan is going 1 year later is just hilarious to me. So here's Kim Balenciaga does
Wearing
not
her
care.
sunglasses at night.
Yeah.
I wear my sunglasses at night so I can.
There's Chris.
Jesus.
Looking stunning as
Oh
usual.
God, with her fishnets. Look at her.
And there is
okay.
Hailey Bieber and Lauren Sanchez.
There you go.
Now,
Bezos.
Kim wants you guys to know that she can pack it in,
Mm-hmm.
okay, for her birthday party.
Yes.
She wants you guys to know that she has a lot of people showing up, coming and going to Funky. Everyone was like,
Everybody
what is
go
this
to
Funky?
Funky.
Everyone looked it up. They looked up the menu.
Gotta look
I
at
even
Funky.
looked
I
it
looked,
up.
it's
I was like,
Italian
food.
food.
Ooh. And of course, Ivanka Trump was there.
Mm-hmm.
And Sofia Vergara's was there.
Vergara.
And everybody was there. We have no idea who was there with Meghan. I'm assuming it was Abigail, Kelly.
She obviously thanked her husband, implying that Harry was there. We don't know. There's been no confirmation. So page 6 put this up a couple hours ago, and it says, make a wish. Meghan Markle shared a glimpse into her birthday festivities with husband Prince Harry after turning 44. Get more details, just link us. We'll get the clicks and the likes. What's so perplexing is that this picture was taken 7 years ago, supposedly on their second date at the Soho House. But page 6 wants you guys all to think this was taken on her 44th birthday at Funky.
Yeah.
Come on. What are you guys doing to us? Come on.
It's a little strange why Harry was not included at all in any of the pictures, because we had Disneyland and he was everywhere.
Oh,
like
yeah.
she made sure on Father's Day you saw him in the backyard.
Well, let's be a little realistic. Disneyland's paycheck was a lot more than Funky. Okay?
Yeah.
That was a lot. That was ABC money. Come on.
Yeah.
Woo, that's a lot.
So they're like, you better have Harry with you.
Oh, there were stipulations to what they could do.
But
and
even
what they
on
couldn't
her
do.
Mother's Day posts and her Father's Day posts, she was able to get Harry. She wrangled Harry
Right.
to at least be in the backyard with the kids. I
Yeah.
mean, it was unless it was really photoshopped. I mean, it looked like a new picture because the kids
Yeah.
were big.
But
They
it
were
is,
big.
yeah, they're just recycling stuff now. Page 6 has to recycle stuff.
Something's going on.
Something's going
And she doesn't refer to him as H or Harry anymore. It's my husband
on.
for everything. So she could be referring to anybody at this
Well,
point.
she's calling him a fox now. He's a
He's a
fox. All right.
Okay.
Done with the birthday crap.
Okay, but Stephanie and I had predicted a while ago that Meghan was going to start doing things with her alcoholic beverages when we saw her doing the pineapple.
Very-
and I put it
yeah.
up on Twitter and I put it up on our Instagram. But we had talked about Jello shots.
We talked about
Frozen.
a college lifestyle, putting alcohol into watermelons. We were just
freezing things.
The college lifestyle
Yeah,
that's been done for like ever.
Predictable as ever.
That's a good one. Predictable as ever.
That's what she should call it.
Predictable as ever.
She puts, what's better than a glass of rosé on a sunny day? Rosé popsicles, perchance? Now that's so dangerous when you have kids. I mean, I'm going to tell you this right now.
You put that thing down for 1 second.
We had to be so careful because we've talked to you guys about this before, but we lived in an apartment complex in Sherman Oaks, and it was just like Melrose Place, where you had the pool in the center, and then all the doors were around, and like kids were coming and going, and there was alcohol everywhere. So we had to be very careful with where we put the alcohol. Because all they had to do was pick up one Jello shot, and they were wrecked the whole day. I mean, it was over.
That never happened.
No, obviously, but shop our newest Napa Valley summer favorite while supplies last. That means she did not sell out yesterday.
No.
I don't think she did. Now, unless Michelle Royal Deli Tea, I've looked on Brittany. I haven't seen any selling out because they have more of the 401 because they actually have subscribed to this and they're in the channel. I don't want anything to do with it, but they took one for the team.
But doesn't this seem like I can't sell wine? The wine is undrinkable. You can't pair it with anything. Fish, fruits, steaks. You can't pair it.
Good point.
So let's freeze it.
Yeah.
That's where she wants us to be now. I can't sell this crap, but we can freeze it. And maybe some of like the freezer burn will take away the acidity down your gullets. And you'll like it.
I can't tell you the last time I had a frozen alcohol popsicle, but oh my God, I know it was a long time ago.
It was college.
I am way too old for this crap.
I would die.
I don't know who her demographic is, but if somebody
15-year-old girl, she said 15-year-old girls are saving their pennies to buy her products. She said it on a podcast.
I went to a party once at Hermosa Beach. You remember that time where I was like in Hermosa and Manhattan Beach.
I once spent a whole week there with the Pope.
Yes, I remember that. I was dating a guy, and then all of a sudden, Stephanie starts hooking up with his best friend, and then
he lived on the beach.
It was
like,
so
cute.
She's like, dude, he gives me his key during the day while he's at work. We can just go on the beach.
Just go to the beach.
Yeah. So she had her plan was great. Mm-hmm. So that was fun for a while.
He was nice.
Very nice. But we went to a party and there was the frozen luge.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
yes.
My God.
See, thinking about it now is like, oh no.
It's so dirty after a while because after a while, there's so many people that have been at the bottom of that luge.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's just disgusting. So I'm just...
The demographic is murky.
I'm not understanding who she's trying to sell this wine to, but you make a very good point. She's not attempting to pair it with any
Can't
food.
pair it with anything.
It's just like, just freeze it, guys.
Yeah.
That's the best we can do at this point.
Because I'm very particular. Nancy knows this.
Yes.
I have to have if I'm making fish one night, it has to be a specific wine. Nancy has bought me wine before, and I've made her take it right back to the store and get me something else. I'm it's got to be a palate thing. She's now just freezing it.
Yeah.
That's like sticking ice cubes in champagne. Yeah. What's the point?
I don't know.
What's the point? That's like putting Opus 1 in sangria. Why would anyone do that?
I don't know.
I mean, why would you do that? Am I crazy?
No, you're not crazy. Now let's get to Sentabali, because I know that's why you guys are here. The Charity Commission did its thing. Now we're going to read from people because we want to make sure that we are not like going to be biased about this. We're going to go like to Team Harry's side of the story because apparently he made a statement.
Yeah.
But we'll
give him the benefit of the doubt. That's what we're doing.
Yeah. And we'll tell you what is really going on here. Prince Harry breaks silence with emotional statement after Sentabali scandal findings go public. The Charity Commission found no evidence of widespread or systemic bullying or harassment, including misogyny, misogynoir, following an investigation. We kind of knew this was going to happen because in order to prove there was like all this stuff going on, you would have to have like rock hard evidence.
Yeah, now we're getting into like Blake Lively territory where it's like now, you know, depositions.
And it's not the Charity Commission's job to deal with like high school quarrels, you know?
Yeah.
It's like
petty nonsense.
Yeah, they're there for fraud. They're like, we need to make sure that there's no fraud going on and everything's on the up and up. But as far as like you guys having issues with each other, we don't care about that. Prince Harry speaking out following the conclusion of an investigation into the nonprofit he co-founded nearly 2 decades ago alongside Prince Siso of Lesotho, and says that despite the absence of any finding that he engaged in wrongdoing, the damage is already done. Well, that's true.
It's the court of public opinion, and we all know how that works.
And we got a really good story out of it when Dr. Sophie said that he actually wanted her to come out with a statement about the trophy ceremony.
He wanted her to defend Meghan Markle, and she wouldn't do it.
So that just goes to show you that this is a pattern these two have of calling people up. The commission also found no overreach by either Chandauka or Prince Harry, who stepped down as Sentebale's patron in March following what he described as a breakdown in leadership. Sounds like these two just didn't get along, okay? And Harry was not as into being there as Dr. Sophie would have liked, probably.
And like, she also seems like someone who doesn't want to be someone else's minion.
Yeah, she doesn't like to be micromanaged.
She's not into that, and that's cool. That's someone's deal.
However, the commission criticized all sides for allowing the conflict to play out publicly and cited poor internal governance and a failure to resolve disputes internally severely impacted the charity's reputation and risked undermining public trust in charities more generally. I mean, that's true. I mean, yeah, it shouldn't have been so public. I agree with them on that. I think they're both scolding them.
Yeah, it's like 50-50 on that, though, because Harry wanted her to lie and say, hey, Meghan's a great gal and she's cool. And hey, that trophy stuff, that's nothing. But then she wouldn't do it. And she did. She did go on talk shows and she talked about it.
Listen,
so it's like a 50-50 thing here.
Yeah, but this still is so like playground schoolyard.
Yeah, of course.
In a statement responding to the findings, a spokesperson for Harry said, unsurprisingly, the commission make no findings of wrongdoing in relation to Sentebale's co-founder and former patron. Oh God, do we really have to say his entire name?
Just say Harry.
They also found no evidence of widespread bullying, harassment, or misogyny and misogynoir at the charity, and falsely claimed by the current chair. Now, Dr. Sophie did go on TV and say, Harry personally did not bully me. So if they're trying to get out of this whole Meghan's a bully thing, good luck with that, because that's how the Sussex Squad is now trying to twist this.
But we're also
they're not bullies.
Yeah, we're also doing the court of public opinion. We know Meghan, in our opinion, is a bully.
Yeah,
we've seen patterns and signs of this, and the way that she has no friends, and the birthday wishes were scripted. We get it.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay, Harry, you're coming out and saying it, but
Harry, this
damage is done, dude.
Yeah, Harry's just looking lazy.
Yeah. Duh.
Despite all that, their report falls troubly short in many regards, primarily the fact that the consequences of the current chair's actions will not be borne by her, but by the children who rely on Sentebale's support, the spokesperson continued. So he kind of wanted the Charity Commission to go after Dr. Sophie, and they're like, no, this was everybody's fault. Like, you guys should have handled this internally. this, don't do this again.
Very unprofessional.
Yeah, very unprofessional. A source tells People that Harry and Prince Siso see no way back to the charity while Chandakwa is in place, but that they are keeping their options open. So basically, they're not going to fight for what they want. I mean, if it was if I really, truly wanted to save this charity, if I was Harry and this was for my mom, I would be like, I'm fighting this. Like, this is the hill I'm going to die on.
Well, a lot of people on X are sharing that sentiment where if you want something bad enough, you don't step away from it.
Yeah, it's like,
the fact he's like, listen, I'm going to step down now.
Yeah.
I don't need this.
Yeah.
I'd fight for it. If I was 100% right and I believe in this charity, I'd fight for it.
I'm sure.
Because all this shows,
he's thrilled.
All this shows is that our suspicions that Harry is lazy and doesn't want to do anything, and his family has been giving him these charities to look like he works, is true.
Yeah.
We're all this is just showing I guess we were right.
Yeah. Both Prince Harry and Prince Siso are devastated by what has effectively been a hostile takeover by Dr. Sophie. The source close to the former trustees and patrons says this was Prince Siso and Prince Harry's life's work. No. I mean, maybe Prince Siso, but
what about it? He says the same thing about Invictus and then he flies. He's
tabloids.
He's a pilot.
And censorship,
no.
The
New York Times asked him once, like, what do you want to be known for? And he said that. He goes, taking down the tabloids,
internet trolls.
Yeah. What are you?
They established it 19 years ago, and in that time put in blood, sweat, and tears and their own money into building this charity up to what it was. Of course, Harry was putting his blood, sweat, and tears into that during that time because he had the help of his family, the love of his life. Chelsea Davy lived on the continent. That's where he wanted to be. So
it was a perfect match.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In a separate statement, Sentebale's former trustees expressed disappointment in the commission's findings, saying key issues they raised about the charity's leadership had been overlooked. So basically what they're saying, and this is Harry saying it and his people, they wanted the UK Charity Commission to basically step in and fire Dr. Sophie and get her out.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying. They're saying, we're really disappointed that they couldn't do more. It's not their job to do it. Okay. So, but that's what they're saying.
You have to remember, though, he grew up with a silver spoon. This dude's a prince. Yeah. Every single thing that has ever happened has been covered up and fixed by the palace. So he's used to getting his way. He's not used to this.
No. We are disheartened by the way in which the Charity Commission has chosen to ignore key concerns and irrefutable evidence raised with them regarding the leadership and oversight of Sentebale's chair, the statement read. Except there is always room to strengthen governance of the organization, which is why we welcomed a governance review by the chair initiated in February. And that should have only taken a matter of months. We unfortunately never saw a report or any outcomes enacted more than 2 years into her tenure. So see, they're throwing her under the bus again. They're like, you guys should just throw her in jail. This is People.
Oh, People. Okay.
No, but this is Harry and Prince Siso spokespeople say this is them saying that,
I forgot what it was, though. I didn't know if it was.
We remain gravely concerned for the future of the charity and the well-being of the communities we served for 19 years following the mission set out by Harry and Prince Siso in honor of their mothers, the statement concluded. Sentebale's current board said it accepted the Charities Commission's findings. Now, this is Dr. Sophie's team talking now, and committed to carrying out the regulators' recommendations. So they're saying, we'll try to get along with everybody.
We're going to move forward.
We're going to move forward.
This is all over.
Yeah.
He stepped down.
In a statement, the organization said it supported the commission's regulatory action plan issued to address their internal dispute policy, improve the charity's complaints and whistleblowing procedures, and establish clear processes for delegating authority. The commission will monitor progress in the action plan, which includes timescales. Sentabali noted, however, that the commission has not investigated any individual allegations and therefore has not made any findings in relation to individuals, including Harry. The issues not investigated by the commission can and may be dealt with through avenues more appropriate than the commission. So they're saying the Charity Commission didn't want to deal with Harry being an issue with Dr. Sophie and them going at it. They didn't want to deal with it, obviously, because like I said, they only deal with fraud. They deal with, bad stuff that goes on. Yeah, stuff like that. They don't care about that. But they're saying, but guess what? We're still going to stay on this. Yes. Dr. Sophie's saying, don't worry. We're still going to take care of it.
We'll just go down a different avenue.
We're just not going to go through the Charity Commission.
You go.
That's what they're saying, guys. Chandakwa said, I appreciate the Charity Commission for its conclusions, which confirmed the governance concerns I raised privately in February 2025. The experience was intense, and it became a test for our strategic clarity and operational resilience. So she's being super positive, and Harry's being a baby about it. He's like
throwing a tantrum.
Yeah, he's totally. I mean, seriously, guys. If you, he is. He hasn't said anything like, "We respect what's going on. We want to move forward." No,
please still support the charity.
Yeah, keep going. No, he's like, no, man, you guys didn't do enough. You should have done more. Saying that Sentabali has continued to support young people in Lesotho, Botswana, Chandakwa added, I thank every dedicated colleague and the courageous new board members who have stayed focused on the mission in the face of unprecedented media glare.
That's shade.
Yeah, the unexpected adverse media campaign that was launched by those who resigned, talk about Harry, has caused incalculable damage and offers a glimpse of the unacceptable behaviors displayed in private. It's true. Mm-hmm. She did get her point across. So this was a win in the court of public opinion. Yeah. I mean, she said, look, I had to tell everybody what was going on.
You can't silence me.
Yeah. We are emerging not just grateful to have survived, but stronger, more focused, better governed, boldly ambitious, and with our dignity intact. That is a great statement. She delivered on that one. Despite the recent turbulence, we will always be inspired by the vision of our founders, Prince Harry and Prince Siso, who established Sentabali in memory of their precious mothers, Princess Diana and Queen Mamohato. She added, to all who believe in our mission, please walk with us as Sentabali recovers, renews, and rises to meet the hopes and expectations of the next generation. Now, this is when it gets interesting. A source close to the former trustees found it appalling that Chandakwa invoked the name of the founders and their late mothers in her statement for her own good.
Whoa.
Okay.
What?
For the past 7 years, Harry and Meghan have been using Princess Diana's memory to make money.
Yes.
They have been throwing the royal family's memory under the bus to make money.
Let's go back to the Kennedy Award. And then on stage, Carrie Kennedy hands the picture of Princess Diana to Harry. That was proven to be a made-up award.
I want to read this one more, just for the people in the back. A source close to the former trustees found it appalling that Dr. Sophie invoked the name of the founders and their late mothers in her statement for her own good. No. Now you know how we all feel. Now you get it.
How dare you?
You get it, dude.
How dare you?
Now you get it. You get how Prince William feels every time it's his mom's birthday and Meghan's popping out wine that day. You get every time that
pay-to-play awards.
It's a pay-to-play award in her. You get every time there's a catastrophic car chase in New York City that's faked. Do you get a little sense of what Prince William goes through on a daily basis? And you are appalled that she brought up your mom's name? I'm speechless by this. This to me was a gift. It was a gift from the heavens, because now every time Harry and Meghan bring up Princess Diana, all we have to do is bring up that sentence. That's all we have to do. Wait, you're appalled? We're appalled.
What about the Netflix documentary where Archie is grabbing on to the picture of Princess Diana? You did that for what reason? What was the reason behind that?
How about the time that he did that Invictus thing where he was going to Germany and he's like, well, I stopped by to see my grandmother to make sure she was around the right people, to make sure she's protected.
She's protected.
What? Well, you're appalled that Dr. Sophie mentioned your mom in a statement? So, F off, Harry. I don't care that you're upset about that. I'm actually happy, and I'm glad Dr. Sophie mentioned your mom's name, because now you get it.
She was the people's princess. She would be appalled by you, Harry. Appalled by you.
Your wife is making frozen wine popsicle sticks
that she launched on your mother's birthday.
The month that your mom died in a car accident caused by a drunk driver. And Sussex Squad, you can say it was the paparazzi all you want. But you know what? Maybe it had a little to do with the fact that the driver had like 14 drinks at the bar before driving them, okay? Too. And I don't even want to bring it up, but screw you. Screw you, Harry. Screw you, Meghan.
How dare you?
Screw everybody that is appalled by that statement, because you know what? Guys, support Sentabali. We know Harry's not going to be involved with it anymore, so let's support it as much as we can. Let's see if Nacho still is involved with it. Let's see who sticks around. Let's see who the real ones are. As the kids say, they call them the real ones. Let's see who the real ones are. This animal rescue is PennyPaws Rescue. They are a dedicated rescue to rehabilitating and rehoming dogs in need, primarily from Romania, and giving them a second chance of a loving life in the UK. You guys, we're going to put their link in the description box below. This is a great rescue. Thank you to our friend who gave us the suggestion. I just love learning about new smaller rescues. Like, it's so great. So
especially international.
Oh, I know.
I love that.
Give them some love. Share them with friends and family. It really does make a difference.
All right, guys. Well, we will see you tomorrow. Love you. Bye.